Hello friends, here's another video from Art of Wellbeing. This time I'm going to be showing you how I plan for my self-care. So I use this planner because it kind of covers everything that I want for my self-care and well-being. First, there's a few notes about the different aspects of self-care. It goes through 7 different focuses: emotional, practical, physical, mental, social, spiritual, and professional self-care. And then there's plenty of space for personalizing it, writing your own notes, some regulars, all related to self-care. Here's the page that I use most often. So this is my weekly planner checklist. There's the date. I can include a word for the week. So this is a big spread for my whole week of planning. I like it to see an overview of it like this. And I have 3 important tasks and then some other things to get done that are maybe less important. Here's where I would write little reminders. Maybe Monday I'm going to the doctor, Tuesday I'm having coffee with a friend. So this is where I include those kind of things. Here are some blank spaces for my weekly creatives. So I feel that self-care for a creative is really incorporating little touches of joy and delights in a creative manner. So it might be painting a picture, it might be working on a specific creative project, it might be journaling. So I write down here however many I want to work on in the week. What lights me up, what brings me the most joy and makes me feel loved is actually creative ideas, because I am a creative. Maybe you are creative in the kitchen and maybe it's trying out a new recipe. Maybe it's you're creative in your garden. Maybe it's planting a new type of seedling and that you've never done before. So each of those little things to me brings so much joy, and that's such a big part of self-care. And I have little boxes, whether I tick them off and check them off when they're done, or I might write the day of the week I want to do it. And here is my self-care page. So this dives more into self-care. Here's where I could list a few specific things I would like to work on this week. For example, maybe I want to focus on doing some stretches and certain exercises, maybe take better care of my skin. And again, here I use the boxes. However, I feel led. Some weeks I check it off. Some weeks I write how many times I've done it. And some weeks I write the day of the week I want to do it. Here's a little space for kind words and affirmations. So this part really gives me a boost and encouragement for my week ahead. And sometimes it's related to things that I read or things that I'm going through at the moment. And it's always an encouragement and inspiration to go back to these. I take time to look over my page every day because it's a joy. And it doesn't make me think of, oh, I have to do all these things, but it's more like welcoming, oh, I get to do all these wonderful things for myself and for my well-being. And then here I have a little section for letting go. I feel that that's a big part of self-care too, taking care of our mental health and emotions. So letting go of that, not holding on to grudges or complaints or things of the past or even things that are bothering me. I let them go. I write them down here. I become aware of them and give them attention and the time they need. And then I write here what I want to focus on or what I want to invite or welcome into my life instead. Here is a little space for aha moments, a little life lesson from my week, and of course not forgetting gratitudes. And so I have one page for every week. So there's 52 for the whole year. And then towards the end, there's a few more self-care goodies. What are my favorites in self-care? How I've made progress. Things that kept me motivated. A love letter to myself. Here's a letter to read, and here's another one to personalize my own life, and some personal pick-me-ups. So these are actually my favorites. I fill them up and then I go back to these. I refer to them whenever I need a little pick-me-up. Anyways, so in case you would like this book, you can find it on my website. It's called Plan Her Self-Care. It's the perfect weekly planner for creatives who want to stay organized and productive, as well as build positive habits in self-care. So this is one of the main ways that I plan my self-care, because I realize that it's a big integral part of my life, my work, family, my home, and this book fits it all. It's not just a planner, but it's also incorporating my self-care practices, routines, and this is really what has helped me to grow and make progress in that area. Of course, this might not be for everybody, so I encourage you to find what works for you and planning for your self-care. Here's my filled up book. So this is the third book I'm going through already, and I never fail to enjoy it and do it a little bit differently each time. So that's the wonderful thing about it. You grow, you progress, you evolve with time, and it's great to be able to go back to it and see how you've grown. All right, I'll leave you with that, and I hope you can find a little time to plan your self-care, because you are important and you deserve this time taking care of your well-being. Anyway, this is for you to try out if you would like. You can find this book on my website, and I hope to see you again next time for another self-care practical tip.